Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is I'm a terminal cancer patient, but I'm fine. It's by Hilnama and based off a true story of the manga creator's diagnosis and dealing with cancer. Translation is Beni, Axia, Conrad. Adaptation is by Carly Smith, lettering by Brendon Hall. All right, so this is the true story about Hilnama, who's an erotic manga artist, and her diagnosis with stage 4 cancer, colon cancer. It's about her treatment, about her diagnosis, her advice. Like, it really is kind of a guide to cancer. Now you can sit there and say, "Why'd you read this?" Was not sent this. I actually bought this off the shelf because of the topic, because of just awesome cover. So confession time is my health. I've kind of hinted at it here once in a while on the site. My health's not the greatest. I've had Crohn's disease since I've been so I was 13, so it's been about 30 years at this point. And my risk of colon cancer is astronomical. It's kind of through the roof. So definitely colon cancer is something that is it feels like a shadow lingering over me. With the death of Chadwick Boseman, that exactly hasn't really helped my mental state in thinking about it. So I was kind of interested in reading this and kind of seeing how someone dealt with it. And honestly, the funniest is coming out of this, like, I'm not that scared anymore. It's a fantastic manga. It's really, really good. Forget forget the kind of the ominous title of it. It actually is not that scary. This isn't a manga like the other graphic novel I read about the person with cancer we reviewed, I think, last week, where she wound up dying at the end. She's alive, as far as I know. By the end of this manga, she's still alive. Her prognosis is actually really, really good, and she describes that terminal doesn't actually necessarily mean terminal. It's just kind of the rating that they've got. And that she's actually doing really well and responding well to the treatment. So going into, I fully expected a very depressing read. One, the graphic novel is, or not the graphic novel, the manga is done in like a really fantastic way. Not just with the characters, but there's just a humor about it. There's an honesty about it. It's kind of a guide along with a kind of personal journal. And it's just done in a way that it's fun and funny. I know it sounds weird, but someone who deals with Crohn's disease, poop and all that, and fart jokes is generally part of my medical humor. So, there's a lot of that kind of in here. It goes through descriptions of what she went through, and some of it I personally went through. I've had a really major surgery in here. She has I think 60% of her colon removed about a little over a decade ago. When I was 30, 31, so around there, about a dozen years ago, I had about 75% of my colon removed. I think it was 75%. It's either 2/3 of 75%. A lot. Way more than this person. And what she describes are things I've experienced, and there's a lot of humor to it and silliness to it, and it sucks a lot too. But she really kind of captured, I think, super well my experience, stuff I've forgotten about. And, also it's just really good tips for people kind of going through this or knowing someone going through this, of what you should say, what you shouldn't say. What's helpful, what's not helpful, things that you should purchase to make your life easier, the eating habits, the just general outlook on life. It's all really, really, really good. It's not depressing in any way. It's actually really uplifting. It's there's something to it. The way it's written, the advice given, everything that, like, you go and think you're gonna read this thing that's this really sad dirge, and it's not. It's actually, it's good. It's really good. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I really, really like it. I mean, one, relatable, because I actually went through some of the surgeries that this person went through myself, and but beyond that, like, I think a lot of people, if you know someone who has cancer, if you know someone especially has colon cancer, if you know anyone that has issues with like IBD or Crohn's or colitis or anything like that, like, it could be worth just reading it because of that. It's definitely an interesting world to go into. I mean, it's a really great blend of graphic memoir, graphic medicine, and manga all together. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. And yeah, I mean, just such a great attitude. That's not what I expected at all. So, highly recommend this. Fully expected to be crying tears by the end of it, but exact opposite. I was actually really, really hopeful and had a smile on my face by the end of it. So yeah, not what I expected. Interesting. You can go get this now. It is in comic shops. We have a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site. So thank you for that. And just watching our videos support us, so thank you as well. If you want the latest manga news, comic news, graphic novels, check us out recently at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, and Mastodon, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading that manga and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.